Hey guys, it's Brendan the Paleo Dude, and we're going to take a closer look at all the exclusive and rare figures from the past three Captivz lineups, and that includes the original editions, which are these guys, which get repeated in Clash Edition 3, and then the Camp Cretaceous exclusives as well. So first off, we've got the bronze Indoraptor. It's probably the easiest figure to find in the original edition lineup, and I think also pretty easy to find in the Clash Edition lineup, being the least rare out of the three. It's got amazing details. You can see the skin is exactly like in the movie. It's kind of like snake-like. It's got that reptilian feel with all the individual scales. All across the body. It's in a nice natural position, like running, walking. So when you see this pose, it's like, oh yeah, that's the that's the Indoraptor. It's pretty iconic, and they even got all the little face details in there to bring it to life. Of course, they couldn't fit the quills in, and I don't think they're in the sculpt at all. But that's pretty chill. It's a small figure. And it holds up well with the normal version. So you can see in comparison, they gave it a nice white wash over the scales. It's got its yellow line going down the side, and that red eye. They even painted the tongue and the teeth, which is really neat. So next we've got the next rarest figure, the Tyrannosaurus Rex in silver. This is a very iconic pose. It's in the standing roar position that Rexy does in most of the movies. As you can see, it has the details highlighted very nicely. It's very shiny too, by the way. Like, they weren't joking around when making this this metallic color. It's very cool and authentic looking. They've got all the details. You can see the muscles, the ribs, and let's compare it to the original Rex. It has a little trouble standing, so we'll just grab Rexy from up here. You can see, yeah, basically, obviously the same, just with the highlights painted on. It actually looks better in silver because you can see the highlights better. Like the folds in the neck, the details in the face. Like, this is a premium figure. It's really detailed for its size. Way better than Mattel's mini action dinos, which is pretty neat. So you can see more detail in the unpainted version. So yeah, that's pretty neat. I enjoy the metallic Rex a lot. So next we've got the golden blue figure. Yeah, no, it's got the basic details. You can see like a pebble pattern on the leg, tail, the body. Sorry, I'm talking very quietly for some reason, and that's why my voice is like croaking out. When I zoom in, it's like, oh, getting quiet because I'm getting closer. But no, yeah, you can see it's got like stretching. You can see the skin and the muscle underneath. And yeah, it's very shiny, like very nicely done. The little logo on the bottom is in silver. I think it's silver for all of the figures, but it's just a nice touch overall on the bottom there. And then compared to, I guess, the newer blue figure, it's just the same pose. Everything's the same. But I do enjoy the painted figure more. It's very detailed, and I like the wash that they've got going on. It gives it more of a natural look. Next we'll do the latest exclusive. This one, I think you can only get it in the collector's carrying case, which is regional exclusive at the moment, but the Indominus Rex is so nice here. They've got the quills on the neck and the arms. These are sharp. I touch them and they kind of hurt a bit. Ow. I think you can break skin on that maybe if you tried hard enough. Kind of pinchy. But that's good. That's cool. I'm glad they did that. They didn't go cheap on these at all. You can see the teeth are even pretty sharp too if you press your fingers in there. And they've got all those, even like down to every last little spike and bump on the tail and the back of the body. And they got that alligator skin down the neck. Nice detailing on the legs. You can see the scratching pattern. They did not do the symbol in gray, kind of sad about that. But with the figure lineup this guy's in, they no longer paint the nails, which is kind of sad. A sign of cheaping out. So I can see why they didn't do the painted bottom part. And then for this figure, I do like the original... Whoops. I do like the original more. As you can see, they did a nice wash on it, a white and gray. It looks very natural, very movie-like. I love the red eye. They got the inside of the mouth and everything. Luckily, we've got the painted claws on this too, which is phenomenal. See, painted. And down the back, they did a darker wash, which is really nice. I think this is kind of based off a render, I think. Like a stock render. That's awesome. So next we've got, I think this is the least rarest one from the Camp Cretaceous lineup, the Tranadon. You can see compared to those guys, it comes in translucent, and it also comes in a more opaque color like these guys. So there's variants of the Camp Cretaceous exclusives. So we've got the more transparent one, and then for Grim we've got a more opaque, ghostly color. And it's kind of cool. It's like Ghost Grim, because, you know, Grim dies. Rip. But it's a really nice figure. You can see, it's harder to see the highlights with the lighting, but this still makes the highlights pop out, kind of like a prototype figure would, if it's just cast in like a resin. But these, obviously, they glow in the dark. I don't know how we can simulate that. But they do glow in the dark quite well. Bumpy's the rarest. I find it's actually really difficult to find Bumpy on her own, but when it comes to this figure, this is really rare. You can see without any color definition, it looks like Bumpy's head is fused with the body without a neck. I think that's kind of the case. You can see a bit of a neck there because it's bent. But yeah, Bumpy's looking a little ghostly in this one. And it's a little jarring without the paint for some reason. I don't know. The eyes and the details just don't look as good as highlighted. It's a little off, a little weird looking. But that's chill. That, of course, is fine. So I've seen this in translucent and this in opaque. So these guys I know for sure have variants. I'm not sure about Bumpy, if Bumpy has a more see-through variant or a more white variant. But it might be out there. So let me know down in the comments if you guys have these guys yet, and if you do have the Camp Cretaceous ones, tell me if they're see-through or a solid white. That'd be pretty cool to get an idea of their distribution. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little highlight video on all of the rare and exclusive Captivz figures so far. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.